Hi, everyone.
We're in it now.
So
this is where Wyrd's luck may run out.
Right? So hey guys, welcome back. It's episode 12. I can math. And again, I'm trying to be better about this. Thank you to our patrons, Ryan, Claire, and Samuel, for supporting us and doing all that cool stuff. Thank you. Also, thank you all the people who
so
are
much
subscribing and liking and stuff like that. And also the couple of you
comments.
Yeah, there are a couple of you who are in our comments every week, and you make my day, even if all you're saying is noise.
Mine too.
So cool. So yeah, when we pick back up, Wyrd is standing in the middle of a summoning circle where she was summoning a Moira, hopefully a Moira of death. And
maybe,
Atreides,
we hope.
Yeah, right. And Atreides is watching on from outside the summoning circle, and Wyrd feels this light fingernail caress, scratch across her shoulders, and a whispered, why do you deserve such knowledge?
Because I am Wyrd the Seer, who bested Gilly Doo, and won from him my rapier. I am Wyrd the Seer, who led my unwilling companions into a sojourn into the Underworld, and emerged unscathed with our goals accomplished. I am Wyrd the Seer, who enabled my companion here to dispatch a powerful ghost who had been stealing the lives of others. I am an instrument of fate, and bend it to my will. That is why I am worthy.
There is a very, crone kind of laugh, the very cackle, evil queen, evil witch kind of laugh. And, I'm not going to attempt to do a voice. Sorry, guys, I'm not Matt Mercer. But very, scratchy kind of voice. And okay, enough. Don't boast. And while Wyrd has been kind of staring forward. Atreides, you have seen this very, very, very spindly, thin, approximation of a woman. There's no long, pointy nose or anything like that. But this is the very kind of this is a hag of some form. No clothes.
We got one of the crones who spins the thread.
Yeah, very no clothes. No real. No nudity of, it's a very kind of androgynous form. And then it kind of makes its way around in the circle and kind of stretches its legs, stretches its arms, kind of looks about, and then kind of holds itself in a very, for looking wrinkly and, kind of wretched almost, holds itself in a very regal regard, kind of in front of Wyrd, and kind of looks Wyrd up and down, and says, "So, speak your question."
I wish to know of the Sin Eaters.
Yes, the ones who come back, they make deals, just like we do, but they take in place of their human soul, what could awaken, they take on that spirit of the underworld, that leftover refuse of a life.
This I know. I seek to understand when a host has died, the Geist is able to pull them back from death, but that leaves an imbalance that must be corrected, and another mortal dies. Are the Sin Eaters agents of fate in this, or are they bypassing fate to make that happen?
It kind of, looks, and it definitely looks like it's thinking and possibly trying to dredge up knowledge. It's not something that has a, instant answer. And it goes perhaps a little of both. And just kind of looking about, the Geists are not responsible for the death. The Underworld claims a death, causes a vacuum. And whatever is nearby that might have died, could have died, nearly died, dies.
I see. So the potential was there. The
And
Underworld merely nudges it.
nudges it, indeed. The Underworld is a nasty, greedy little place.
How does one kill a Geist? A sin eater.
Right, and it kind of lasts at exactly that.
Mhm.
Once one kills a Geist, the Sin Eater has nothing to keep it alive and nothing to bring it back. When the Geist dies, the Sin Eater dies. Just like if I were to pluck and destroy your soul, your body would live, but not really.
You have fulfilled the requirements of my summoning.
Very well. And just drains away into kind of background. Just this fading kind of, very kind of, Sorry, I've got Avengers on the mind. Never mind, it just kind of fades away. And it is gone. Both of you take an arcane beat for sure.
Do we both?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even though you weren't the one summoning and getting
I was
knowledge,
here for this.
you were here for this and you're going, that's it.
So?
Take a deep breath.
Oh, and I believe Wyrd, go ahead and take an actual beat for your aspiration, yes?
Yep.
The universe runs on Final Destination rules, which is horrifying.
What's that?
The universe runs on Final Destination rules.
Yeah.
Oh, and take a beat from your post-cognition from last episode. We didn't mention that, but yeah.
Okay.
Right, okay. Okay. Thank you very much for this. I feel a lot better.
I still don't think we should kill the Geists.
No, that was just something to keep in my back pocket.
In case we do need to deal with one at some point.
In case we do need to deal with one at some point.
Somewhere Mammon goes, they got it. They understand. We'll have to remind John, hey, don't worry. They were looking out.
All right, let's gather up our stuff.
That was certainly something.
It certainly was.
5 hours later, so we are 4 p.m., 6 p.m.
How long were we in the park?
Let's see. Because you guys got up, you walked out there, you performed an oblation, which itself was an hour.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are pushing somewhere in the
so
4
probably
to
4
6 o'clock range.
Sure.
Actually, definitely 6, because you also had to drive out to Brooklyn. So yeah, so 6 o'clock.
All right. This point, I guess you want to go get dinner, and what are the rest of our day plans?
That sounds awesome. I had no plans beyond this. Wherever the wind
eaten
blows me.
anything in like a day?
Not since breakfast yesterday.
Yeah, let's go to dinner.
Okay.
Okay. And mostly because this is a movie in my head, so screw things happening realistically. Yeah. You get a text, Atratus.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it says, hey, honey, what are you doing for dinner? It's from Shanna.
Yeah. I'm just going to respond back and say I was about to head out with a friend. Do you want to meet us somewhere?
And the question comes across as friend, capital F, or,
Friend.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll happily meet you. Where are we going? McDonald's?
No, we're going to go somewhere we're not going somewhere expensive. I don't have a lot of money. I can't make gold yet. And Wyrd's broke.
No, I came across a little bit of money yesterday.
I mean, you bought a whole new wardrobe, though.
It lasts for an hour. So yeah, you're able to get out your use of it before the money is gone. Yep. Yeah, it does go away after is the way the spell works.
Okay.
Wait, what? Do you have a spell to give you
Resources.
money?
That's
Okay.
resources. So I can cover. Pretty sure I can cover supper.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going like anywhere that Songbird or Mammon took us.
Oh no, this is a friend of Atratus's. We're gonna go somewhere nice.
She doesn't.
Hey, you're in the ritual. You're in the sanctum. So this isn't a bad time to go wild with this.
A bad time to go wild with it? I think it's
a bad time.
Yeah. So shifting the odds.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking. See. Okay, so +1 reach. Instant cast is 2 reach. That's all I really need. Primary factors duration, so I don't get any bonus from potency.
Right, so you'll have to... It's, getting resources for a decent dinner is probably just two dots of potency is all you would need. And so you have a base of 1.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll want to take a -2 to it.
I'm not going to do a ritual cast. I need to change scale, so I'm going to do Shadow Name. This is a praxis. Let me check.
I think so, because remember you get an exceptional success the other day with 3.
Shifting the odds is a rote.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Which one is your praxis?
Because
you definitely used it.
It is superlative luck for a praxis, and
right. Because that one costs mana, so doing it as a praxis so you can recoup that mana and gain a mana.
Yeah. No. Grave Misfortune is my praxis that I got the beat off of.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's a nasty spell.
Yeah, works good though, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Where was I? Oh, my thing went back. So bonus from Yantos would be 4. No, actually, it would be 3 for Shadow Name plus my skill, right?
Well, yeah, if you're going to... But remember, that's going to tap out at 5 after...
But I can get extra potency then.
Yep. Okay, yeah. Just making sure we're all on the same math. Yep.
Yeah. Shifting the odds is subterfuge 4. So I'm going to put this through. It won't be accurate, but
reach, instant cast, and advanced duration.
No, for 1 hour.
Right, that's what I mean. Your reach is instant cast and then advanced duration.
To find usually it's 24 hours. Sometime in the next 24 hours, I would find this thing. But with 1 reach, I get it within the next hour.
Okay, but the duration has to last that long too.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So advanced duration. So it would end up being 3, and I got 3 anyway. So.
Oh yeah, because you have 3 fate. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. -50. Okay.
Arcana.
Yeah.
So I would boost up my potency a little to account because I'm over on my casting.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I guess it would be.
That's 5,
wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So 10.
Three successes.
There you go.
So I have a 1 hour access to a 3-dot resource.
2-dot resource.
2-dot resource.
Potency, which is enough. So yeah, you just go in and
Yeah, how does this work? Like
so
go ahead.
And you can describe it however it actually happens, but this is basically I'm wandering around and I'll find like a prepaid debit card. I have no idea who it belongs to. There's no way I could return it to anyone, but it's money that I can spend.
Yep. Yeah,
found a Visa check card on the ground.
Yeah. I mean, it's the prepaid cards. A $20 bill that flutters by is kind of for me. That's the classic one, especially in like New York. You know, all that wind, all that people with cash because people totally carry cash.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but nonetheless, that is the kind of thing that they just managed to look into it. To keep from bogging the game down, I'm not going to stress too much on where that money comes from.
Yeah,
but
it could be like a winning lottery ticket that I find blowing across the street or something. Like it doesn't tell me how I get it. I just get it.
Yep, and limited use for it, but yeah. So okay, and so you guys just going to like Applebee's equivalent?
No, I got that 2-dot resource. We're gonna go somewhere fancy.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it's not like fancy.
2 dots is actually pretty decent spending cash. So yeah, you guys make your way back into Manhattan, which of course everything costs more anyways. But and find some place, but decent. It's no wherever the place was that first night you guys went.
A really nice place,
right?
Where Mammon took us, yeah.
No, Songbird took us there.
Mammon doesn't
Mammon
take
paid for
people
dinner
anywhere.
at the pub.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Songbird.
Yep. Yeah. Mammon was willing to pay for the turkey club. So
And we're meeting somebody for the first time, and I'm dressed all nice in my corporate attire.
that's very true. So yeah, when,
Very good first impressions.
Yep. So
Though
when you,
honestly, she would have got along with you just fine normally.
Yep. So you guys text her the address, and because you're still in Brooklyn anyways, and you guys meet an hour later, 7:00, and settle in and
Hang on, have you ever ridden in a limo before?
in what?
A limo.
Have you ever ridden in a limo before?
I mean, yeah, like to prom.
Prom.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so you guys, you arrive, and the two of you are kind of, sitting together waiting for Shanna, because obviously you guys arrive first. Shanna arrives and probably gets some looks. She looks like she has at least had a shower and change of clothes, but, no makeup. Hair is probably a little bit of a mess. It's probably still wet. Is kind of the feel I have of Shanna. She is a very listen, I got stuff to do. I'm not, going to waste time getting gussied up. If I remember correctly, blonde.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a picture of her in the cover.
Indeed, that's what I was pulling up. Yeah, dirty blonde, kind of 28-year-old, and just has a lot of vitality and energy, and a lot of let's go do stuff to her. And she just she walks in, kind of looks around, and immediately waves off the front side. Oh no, I found him. And and I am not doing the accent, but she's New Zealand, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And immediately comes over, and I'm sorry, I'm going to admit I have some stereotypes. And so if they're a thrisis, if they're a shaman, they're a hugger.
Yeah. She's very peppy, very friendly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And for those of you at home, thrisis are shamans. They are the spirit and life people, and the one path that our cabal does not have. Yep. Though I think Tratis and Songbird both have life. Nobody has spirit.
Nobody has spirit.
At least you have somebody in contact. And so, gives a Tratis a hug, probably gives Wyrd a look, and then, goes in for
I totally lean into that.
Yep. Pull up, and I imagine you guys are in a booth. And she sits down and okay, so you guys both have this whole look to you. What have you been doing today?
Some shit. I'm gonna sort of glance around and see how secluded are we? Can we talk about these things?
I mean, you've got the conversation, and bear in mind the rules of the Concilium are you don't reveal to people that magic exists. You don't tell people that because it doesn't help them. They will immediately forget. But that's actually one of the bonuses. As long as you're not inflicting a breaking point, any magical stuff that happens, literally as the scene ends.
Yeah, quiescence will kick in.
It. Okay.
Yeah, they forget. So
cool,
long as you're not shoving magic into their face, they'll they were talking about a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Maybe I think it was video games. I don't know what they were talking about, but whatever. Yeah, they forget that stuff as soon as they hear it.
So Shanna's a mage.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. She reaches over. Yeah. Hi, Shanna. I'm with the Mysterium, like my girl here. We are roommates. Would you say roommates? We used to be roommates.
Yeah, for a little bit at the safe house. Right. One of the safe houses.
Yeah, I don't have a place in New York. It's just kind of home base. And so
I'm kind of couch surfing myself.
Yeah, I'm not exactly couch drifting either. She's like, oh, by the way, and she pulls out a legitimate seedy jewel case, right, and slides it across, and it says it's just Sharpie. It's a Peruvian word. Not quite sure what it means. But she's like, yeah, that's some Peruvian metal. That's for you. We use that to stomp something's face.
Nice.
So enjoy that. We don't have any more use for it, but
thanks. So yeah, Wyrd, what did we summon?
A Moira.
That.
Okay, so we're digging into some big and this is out of character. Trennis, about what Gnosis and Arcana do you see Shanna being at? She's a little bit more advanced than you, I feel.
Yeah, she's a bit more established. She's been doing this for a while.
Okay. Yeah, so she kind of looks at Wyrd with like, you were in business clothes, which is kind of a step down in her. Wait, summoning a Moira? Okay, hang on, we're going to step up here. So she's like, okay, so what kind of questions are you digging into some stuff? You got to kind of summon up a Moira.
I just had a bit of a personal project, that's all.
Okay, sure. Everybody has their obsessions. Yeah, okay. Cool.
It was certainly something.
I imagine. I've never seen one myself. That's not my thing. But my things tend to be spookier, bigger, uglier. But that's okay. Cool. Any other interesting stuff? Already you've been doing more stuff than Tridus was before, when she was just a nerd with her face in books.
Yeah, well, we've been doing neat things. We met some werewolves. We met some sin eaters. I've got things to write down in the Mysterium books because I know stuff that's not on our records.
Kicked the butt of a class 3 ghost?
We straight up killed a ghost.
Okay, cool.
She had it coming, but
that's what I needed to hear. All right.
No, we weren't just like seeking out
for nothing.
ghosts to murder.
We weren't being murder hobos.
No, this one was tried to kill one of our sleepwalkers.
Yes. I heard about this, Titus.
Yeah, he got all fucked up.
Yeah, no, I had to look in with him. Oceans, I literally just left from there. He's doing good, but yeah, he was. And I don't know what term she would use, but yeah, it was very clear that she was scrutinizing what had happened to him. Mm-hmm. She's like, that is some bad mojo. So, but yeah, it looks like he's recovering.
Dealt with. We fixed it.
Fixed it. Yep. Kicked its ass. That's my girl. All right. Cool. Well, yeah, I'm in town for I think about a week. So if there's anybody else I need to meet, because Wyrd, nice to meet you. I heard you guys had, because Oceans was mentioning there's a whole bunch of you. I know Mammon vaguely. I've at least seen him around. And then another one.
Yeah, we've got a Songbird. He's Adamantine Arrow. He's here to
good guys.
punch things. Yeah, he seems solid.
No. That's mostly who I was with down in Peru. So yeah, we were, they had a big nasty abyssal thing. I can't remember what they called it, but it ate sound, and then she points at the metal, and we just
overfed it
through a bunch of speakers, and then it got kind of docile, and then we punted it back into the abyss, and everybody went home safe.
Nice.
So yeah, and this is all kind of going on as you guys order food and stuff like that. But yeah, that was kind of awesome. And then actually, because I remember, she's a blonde, and that's all I described. So sorry about that. I'm trying to is there anything else noticeable about her? I know you mentioned tattoos. Is she tattooed all the way up, or?
No, she just has some runes going down her arms that are useful in casting.
Cool. Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to her about, because we've discussed this in the past when I asked her what's up with those. Mm-hmm. So can you hook us up? I'm interested in getting some of those.
You want some ink? All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll be here for a week, so we can do some stuff. Now, your stuff I can't do, though. I remember before you were dipping into the life stuff, so I could help you with some of those. But the death and matter stuff, that's all on you. So you get the design. Yeah. I got an ink gun. We can make this work.
So if I get you the things, you can do it.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
All right. Cool.
Just make sure it's right.
Oh yeah. Oh, I will double check.
And she looks over at Wyrd and is like, Wyrd, you want some ink too? Come on, it's fun, it's great.
They're really handy.
I'm intrigued by this idea. I've never had a tattoo before.
No, always a good time to start. And and she's like, we can do like, and she kind of gestures at hers, which look to you guys like it's just a bunch of high speech, a bunch of very blatantly runes. And she mentions, but I do mine like this because whatever they don't know any better. But I know a bunch who they do their rune and then they decorate around it to kind of make it blend in, especially those who are a little more in Sleeper Society, so they're not showing it in their faces.
I haven't really been in Sleeper Society in 3 years, so.
You guys are walking around New York. That's more than me, all right? Like, you literally walk by in a day more sleepers than I usually deal with in a month. So, but yeah, so you can decorate it up so long as the rune is still in place. You're good. So yeah, we can do butterfly, back tattoo if you want, whatever.
I like the idea of a rune, or a couple, I guess.
Yeah, I mean each one is a spell, so you got to be picky and choosy. But yeah, you come up with the spell, you come up with the rune. We'll spend a couple hours and fingers. Those are gonna hurt.
Yeah, and I mean I know they aren't like the most permanent, but they seem most useful when it comes to casting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're handy. Like she's depressed with herself, but it was obvious and she had to do it. Yeah. But yeah, we can do that, and I can work some stuff so it probably hurts a little less. Yeah, I think I can come up with something for a little pain relief, dulling of pain, senses, something. Yeah, I can do that. So so what are you guys working on now though? Like ghost busting done. What's next?
I mean, I'm looking forward to chatting some more with the Sin Eaters. They seem interesting. I mean,
Mammon has kind of committed us to helping them clean up a graveyard.
Oh yeah, he promised us.
Mammon promised on our behalf.
I mean, and I'm down for that. It's full of very sad, very old ghosts, and that makes me sad. So,
which actually reminds me, hang on, Shaman, are you just bad at death? Is that
death is there. Wait, no, death is Songbird's weakness. Yeah,
mind. That's right. Yeah, mind is their issue. And so yeah, she's like, okay, yeah, death, cool. Cleaned up the cemetery, cool. And
yeah, they appear to just throw parties for ghosts, like a ghost dinner party.
Okay, that's new. Sure.
Yeah, they seem all right. I mean, I'm not sure about that. We still don't super know a lot about them, but I'm gonna chat some more with them.
Sure. I guess because she would know about Gabe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Gabe would probably appreciate people to hang out with.
Some people, yeah.
I guess is that a thing? Is there ghost social circles? And there's
apparently
there's a little mark on the table and says "Hell yes" across, and Shanna looks down at that and looks up in a space vaguely over your shoulder and says, "Hi, Gabe."
Hi.
Oh crap! Hang on, I need to keep track.
How much essence he's using?
Yes.
No, he regains it just by being near an anchor, though. So
he gets 1 essence per day being near his anchor. So, but I do want to play fair.
Mm-hmm. So he's used 2 manifests, 2 messages.
Yeah, two sign Numina, which are one each. Excuse me.
Has he manifested once or twice?
He has sign and image. Hang on.
Image lets him like physically show up.
Oh, or, like, right. To appear.
You can see him.
Right. Okay, right.
But he can't like talk to you. Sign lets him write messages.
Right. Okay.
And manifest lets him physically be there and interact with.
Right. Okay. Entity notes. Attributes. No, I just want to add an attribute. I don't want to apply a template manage. Aha, there we are. Essence. I can't remember what his max is, so we'll just put that he's down 2, and I will fix that up later.
I said it was like 22 or something. It was really high.
Yeah, no,
That
that's
seemed
what I
too
thought.
high.
I think it's 15.
Yeah, that seems better.
Yeah, whatever. He's had enough time, and you think about him often enough, which is a little OP, but that's fine.
Yeah.
He's if he's out playing with mages, he's kind of vulnerable anyways. So Shannon's like, okay, hi Gabe. Yep, nice to see you too. All right, cool. So hanging out with Geis, book stuff. Yeah. Okay.
We've been doing some neat things.
Definitely sounds like
the fire department's werewolves, in case you didn't know.
Well, Rescue 1 is werewolves.
Yeah.
Okay, and she has this like vague like Rescue 1. Okay, fire department, werewolves. Okay, cool. And that, all right. Damn.
Yeah. It's been like 4 days we've been doing shit.
Okay, yeah, 4 days. All right.
New exciting adventures with the Cabal.
All right, yeah, Cabals. Maybe I need to get in on one.
We need a name.
We do. We don't have a name.
Yeah, Ocean's mentioned that you guys are on the list as the Puck Building Cabal, which
is real stupid. Is real bad name. Yeah,
real bad name, and you're literally just putting your address out there. So yeah, definitely.
I mean, guy whose house we're crashing at, he's like already out there. So
his shadow name is his stage name for his fighting.
Yeah, he's.
I know.
Semi-famous, and that's not. I take some issue with that, but we'll see. It hasn't caused us any problems yet, but we've also been doing this for less than a week.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that might require a conversation or something like that.
Don't think he super thought that one through.
Sounds like an adamantine arrow. Yeah. They like fights, they like conflict, they like, getting into a tussle. So if something offers them an opportunity for new conflict, they usually just ignore it until it causes said conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be
because we're on the same cabal, it kind of draws us in with them.
Yep. Have a chat with the guy. I'll have the chat with the guy.
He'll be back. He's doing stuff. I don't know.
Adamantine arrow stuff.
He left us a note saying he was gone. So
cool. All right. But I mean, you're crashing at his place. Wait, both of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big place?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
It's like a penthouse.
It's really nice.
Okay, yeah, I need to get in on this cabal thing. Yeah. Find me
get hooked up with a rich guy.
Daddy?
It's
solid. Okay, yeah, cool. Well, like I said, I'll be around for a week, give or take. So come up with tattoo designs if you guys have something in mind, and
can we do them now?
Yeah. And you guys get she's like check. Yeah, we
no time like the present, right?
Right. Yeah. No, I'm
unless you need time to prepare or something. I don't want to.
I don't need time to prepare. You guys have to. We got to make the designs.
Find
I was meaning for Atratus.
I mean, didn't we have like a chart of?
Yeah.
The runes.
Yeah. The thing I posted in Discord is literally just like, hey, somebody's kind of like homebrewed up all the different runes. That said, the runes for a spell take your ritual time to. Technically, it takes the ritual time to make them. For me, for tattoos, and especially the idea that you guys are designing them, the thought is more that the designing and making of the rune, in this case, the mental process, takes your Gnosis ritual spell. So for you guys, 3 hours.
3 hours. Okay.
Okay.
And so she's like, yeah, we can totally do the tattoos. You guys are the big roadblock right now.
I was planning on taking tomorrow, head down to the library and do some research as to what I might want to piece together and then work on creating those.
Cool. Yeah.
Do you have a rune already, Wyrd?
I'm good to go right now.
Okay.
You've spent the 3 hours to come up with a rune?
I know what I want to do, but like, isn't it the engraving takes 3 hours or?
Yes and no for me, especially because in this case, it's not her making the rune.
Right.
She's using your
design.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you are making the magic. She's just putting it on you.
I'll do that tonight then, sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, that means I can get a night's rest on an actual bed. Not a.
They're nice, right?
Yes, especially.
Hey, we got. You got a place to crash because we got room at.
Oh yeah.
Songbird's place.
Mysterium's got.
We don't have any extra bedrooms.
Don't we?
Nope.
I thought he
had.
No,
there's only 3.
Oh, okay.
There's a couch, but no. And Shanna's like, no. I've got my stuff set up in one of the rooms at a safe house. I got a pretty decent place to crash. It actually has a TV. Like, I'll be good. I have to binge so much Netflix. So yeah, no, I'll be good. And I'll meet up with you guys tomorrow then.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. And she, well, actually, I guess Wyrd will probably call for the check.
Yep. Yeah, I'll pick up the tab for sure.
Yep. And then, unless you guys have something to chat with Shanna about, she basically, says, "Hey, great, get more hugs," and then she goes off to her safe house, and you guys have, the evening, 8:00-ish.
I like her.
She's good, right? She doesn't spend much time in, like, towns. Sleeps in the woods a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah,
she's fun.
World hops.
She runs around. She does monster hunting for the Mysterium.
There's a few or a couple, I guess, legacies in the Occultists about witches in the woods and things like that. Something I might be able to get behind.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like the city. There's so many more like knobs and levers and flex points for fate to work in a city. Out in the middle of a field, there's a lot less opportunity for fate to be nudged and moved and stuff. But
yeah, not much fate with bunny rabbit skipping down, Briar Road or whatever.
Not impossible, but it takes a little more effort to move fate in the middle of nowhere.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
So you guys skedaddle back to Songbird's place?
Yeah. I guess we can work on runes tonight if we have like.
Hey, it's 3 hours. However you're going to spend them.
Should we have like
should pick up a bottle of wine?
Sure.
You like wine?
Songbird probably has some.
I like a nice oaky Chardonnay, nice and dry. Does that appeal to you, or do you like something a little fruitier, or should we get like some absinthe or
whatever? Something? I don't super drink wine, so if you want to grab something,
sure. So we'll get a nice bottle of wine and head back.
Sure. And you guys make it back up to Songbird's place, who I don't know if he's back yet or not. We're gonna say he's not back.
Yeah.
Downside, guys, you're playing with only 2 of your cabal.
That's right.
Maybe the other people are here.
I guess we're just gonna say Mammon's been doing his day job because he's got one of those.
Yes, Mammon has definitely been doing his day job.
It's a Monday. It's Monday. Yeah. He had to go to work.
Yep.
I don't understand how they can do that.
Very easy.
Have a job.
Well, yeah. Like for me, the awakening like completely changed my life. I can't even imagine going back to that.
Yeah, I just didn't really have much want to. It's like, because I was studying, like, history and such. And then, like, history and myth and legends. And then you find out that everything you knew is wrong. Everything you thought was fake is real. And wizards exist. So.
As you guys are kind of having this conversation, Gabe sits down in, a chair next to you guys. Now, actually, hang on, because I do need to look up Image, because I could have sworn they could talk. So
does he have clothes on this time? Because last time he was in his boxers or something.
He was in his pajamas.
Yep.
It was early morning. I don't think Image can talk.
Because I mean, with the name Image, I would agree with you, but I'm.
Where is
Image requires anchors may make its twilight form map. What? visible to material beings for a scene. Yep.
Well, we both have death. We can both cast Speak with Dead, so he's...
I can cast it, and it will cover both of us.
Okay.
Because I have higher death rating on it.
Sure.
Where is that spell? Magic, Death, Initiate. And it is one of my rotes. My PDF isn't scrolling. It has died.
And mine is acting funky too.
Nope, it's working again now. Let's see,
I don't think you just need reach for scope.
Duration, scale. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I get to add investigation.
Cool.
Oh, because it's a rote.
Mm-hmm. And +2 for high speech.
Okay.
Can we pause for a quick sec?
Sure.
There was something I totally forgot I wanted to do as we were leaving the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Just retcon a little bit. I wanted to cast a spell on a coin.
Okay.
Now, permanent, do I have to, if I'm casting a spell, it's going to stay on that coin, like enchanting it?
Or indefinite?
You lose a willpower.
No. To make it indefinite just costs an additional reach beyond advanced duration and 1 mana.
Okay. Why do you lose willpowers?
Willpower is when you relinquish said spell, so it no longer counts as under your spell control.
Okay,
so
right.
If she's maintaining it and just keeping the idea and control of it, because then she could just turn it off. But when you relinquish it, you no longer have control over it, which means it doesn't count against you, but it also means that you no longer have control over it, and it's just out there. So because Wyrd does have 2 Gnosis, that does mean you could actually have a spell sitting in the background and still have another that you can play with.
Right, but I want to fire and forget this.
Right, so you would have to relinquish it if you wanted, which would cost you a willpower dot.
Okay, I'll do that. And you know what I'm looking at doing? I want to infuse a coin with a boon. Good luck.
Sure.
So the bearer gets luck as long as they keep it in their possession.
Right. So what you would need to do, and this is super cool stuff. Now we're playing with gas, cooking with gas, I guess technically. So because what you'll end up using is the 2-dot attainment of Fate. So let's see here, which does cause an additional mana. Okay, so I gotta remember how this all works. I gotta math this out. So conditional duration basically says when a spell will end. And then
but I don't want it to end.
No, because what you're ending is hung spell.
Okay.
And
okay, sure.
And this is where we start juggling stuff. Okay, so you use Fate 2 to use the conditional duration, so that the hung spell goes off whenever something happens. So the hung spell is going to be your boon.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to that, and then you will hang it, and that's the tricky part is. Well, actually, conditional duration will actually increase that. So, okay, cool. So, Fate, boons, and we just want something very, very simple.
Just going to grant 9 again on a number of Monday dice rolls equal to potency for the duration of the spell. So, while they have it in their possession, they get a 9 again.
Okay. And so that is going to be just Exceptional Fate, the spell. That's just your boon. And that's literally this spell bestows a boon or inflicts a hex. And let's see here. Cool. It's withstood by composure, but that's only if it's a hex. So cool. So let's go ahead. Let's see. How do we actually do this? Technically, do they have to be combined? Surely not. Let's see here. Hung spell. With this spell, captures suspending must be a mage who must deliberately spell to take advantage of the spell's effect and pay one when casting. This delivered ability. Hung spell may entrap up to its potency, which remain in spell do not take effect until a duration. Trap spell immediately takes place. Okay, so just to do this in the proper order, we will cast Hung Spell first. So this will be, that way it is ready to catch the spell. And that's a 2-dot time spell. And then you're going to use the conditional duration, which it is a very common thing that somebody would pick up a coin, right? So that will add 3 layers of duration, or 3 levels. So if you're already casting at advanced duration, that ends up being like a day, week, month. So somewhere in the next month, somebody has to pick up, actually, 3 additional steps? Yeah, 3 additional steps. So in the next year, somebody has to pick up this coin.
Okay.
Not a problem. Okay, so total mana, you have 1 mana for conditional duration.
Yeah, I've paid the 2 already.
And then, 1 for Hung Spell, and then we don't need 1 for the other. Okay, cool.
Now, how much reach do I need?
Okay, for Hung Spell, you're going to cast it instantly.
Yep.
And you don't need remote because you're just going to your coin. And advanced duration, don't need multiple scale. Okay, so 2 reach. That's it.
Okay.
And double check that the attainment doesn't require it.
It's time 2, so I've got 2 free reach. That's good.
Okay.
Or is it 1 free reach because I'm only time 2?
1 free reach.
1 free reach, okay.
Yep. So you have to reach a little bit beyond. Okay, cool. Yeah, so conditional duration does not require an additional reach. Yeah, so the Fate spell itself just requires the 2. So you overreach 1.
Right. Dedicated casting tool.
Okay.
I don't need to increase potency or anything?
Nope, because you're only going to hold 1 spell.
Right, and I don't need to increase duration or scale?
No, because that you'll have you have scale of 1, that's fine, and advanced duration, well, the conditional duration gives you a crap ton of extra duration. Right, so the only question is, are you going to contain or release the potential paradox?
I will contain.
Golly gee, what a surprise.
I'm a guardian after all.
Yep, okay, nothing happens.
So shadow name and casting tool, but the casting tool, dedicated casting tool wouldn't apply. Nope. Right, so just 3. That's that. So that look right?
Yep. Overreaching. Yep. Okay, so roll your 7.
2 successes.
Cool. All right. So Hung Spell is there and in your control, and then you need to cast Exceptional Luck, which is a potency spell, and let's see, boons. Yeah, you get 1 boon per potency.
Yeah, I just need the 1, so that's fine.
Okay, now bear in mind, and what we may need to do, because you're wanting it to happen often. Oh, actually, that's fine, because so every 3 hours, they will be lucky.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. Cast thy exceptional luck.
So I think I just need 1 reach for instant cast.
Instant cast. You don't care about the duration. Oh, you do care about the duration, though.
Okay.
Yep. This is actually an example where you would spend a reach to change the spell factor. Because you don't need bonus steps in potency, you want bonus steps in duration.
Right. So 2 reach?
1 reach for instant.
Yeah.
1
to change your spell factor.
Right. And then 1 reach for advanced duration.
Okay.
Which you have because it's fate. Oh, you'll still be overreaching 1.
I'll still be overreaching 1.
Okay, which is fine. You have a dedicated magical tool for that. And potency we don't care about because we're only getting 1 buff. So they're lucky every 3 hours at this point, you'll have 3 steps. So for the next month, they'll be particularly lucky.
Right. I don't need extra potency.
Not unless you wanted to give them multiple
that's fine.
lucky things in that 3 hours.
And I don't have to boost duration. Bonus from mantras is 3. Dedicated casting tool doesn't really contribute to this.
Nope.
Just absorbs the extra.
Which we will roll. Actually, which is fine because you're provoking paradox the second time, so that increases paradox pool up to 2. But that's fine because you're dedicated mental tool. So
and I'll absorb any paradox that comes up.
Okay.
So that should be 7.
And we have paradox.
Oh.
I actually rolled a 10.
Okay.
Which is fine. Everything's fine. Nobody freak out.
You just get kind of hurt, right?
I believe so, potentially. Okay, so please roll your wisdom.
Roll my what?
Your wisdom.
My wisdom.
Which should be 7.
Yep.
That's an 8, that's a 9, so we're good. So successes remove successes from the paradox pool. We only have the 1, but inflict 1 resistant bashing damage to the caster each. So, a little bit of a bruise or some other kind of effect where you just do not feel good. It'll go away in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But
get a bloody nose.
Yeah, 13. Yep.
11? Totally worth it.
11.
11. I don't know where I keep getting 13 from. Okay, and then yes, you're 2, 5, 8.
7, 8.
Right? 8. Yeah, 8.
Yep. 1 success. That's all I needed.
Good thing. Yep. Well, the 10 was the first one. You only need 1 die.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you spend this, I don't know, in the bathroom or like before you get in the car, or actually, technically it's an instant cast. So these are 2 back-to-back spell, boom, and then just fling the coin over your shoulder?
It.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave it out in the street somewhere. But before I do that, do you have a nail file, Travis?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to scratch digits in the coin.
Oh, phone number?
That when they are arranged properly will come up with a phone number.
Okay.
And then I'll just leave it.
Mm-hmm.
Bling. Okay. And let me back up. Gabe's sitting in a chair.
All right.
Okay.
Speak with Linda is actually practice, not a route for me, so.
Can I take a beat for that?
Yes, for your obsession or long term. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
And yes, feel free to try this. We will get back up with Gabe.
Mm-hmm. So it's just
sorry for derailing.
Gnosis.
Death, Gnosis, and
Yantras. Okay. So 2 for high speech and
Shadow Name plus Cabal, right?
I don't have Shadow Name. It's just 1.
Oh, gotcha.
So just a +1 for that or a tool or whatever.
Yep. Yeah. So 3. Yep.
Nice.
Wait, did you say it was a praxis?
Yes.
So congratulations, here's your mana back.
I rolled 5 10s.
Good lord, hang on. I really wish I could see this. Oh, it's so ugly. I can't read it.
It's
4, 2, 6, 10.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
4, 2, 6, 10, 3, 1, 2, 10, 10, 10, 9, 10.
So, I mean, to be fair, I guess I should give you the option. But bonus step in the primary spell factor. Reach in the primary spell factor. Condition that will give you arcane beats, or all the mana spent is refunded, and then you receive 1 more mana.
Yeah, I'll take my mana.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
Store that, and yeah,
only
Gabe.
2.
Yep. So Gabe is like, and like immediately kind of recognizes the the spell. Oh my god, seriously. All day I've been wanting to talk. We just couldn't do this earlier?
Like, I had things to do.
It's not fair when you only talk to me. I have to listen.
Relax, Gabe. You can talk now. Like, you knew this was what you were in for, didn't you?
I mean, also, you could have shown up.
Yeah, but that's rough. And also kind of rude. Just appearing. And it gets awkward when you guys are eating.
The Sin Eaters were able to... Is there any way we can get him some wine or something? Or ghost wine? Or
I don't know what they were feeding them.
He's like, yeah, like legitimate. Though, before we talk about that, especially since I heard you talking to Shanna about this, you destroyed a ghost?
She was luring mortals into the underworld and sucking them dry.
She wasn't a normal ghost. She was like a step up. Not really human anymore.
Okay. So not something I need to be signing up for.
No, it wasn't great. They get like... She looked like a monster hag with like the long fingernails and the fangs, and she summoned up unsuspecting men and ate their souls.
Yeah, no, okay. We're good.
Yeah. So yeah, we got rid of her.
Okay. Noted. Don't piss off my sister. Got it. Okay.
I mean, that was Songbird, so.
Okay. No, I'm gonna piss him off some more.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the money, whatever.
Well, but careful though, because he's also able to turn his fists into lethal weapons, even to ghosts.
I can set his house on fire.
True, but don't piss him off too much.
But also, like, I'm crashing here right now, so kind of don't.
Okay, so step one, we get you a new place to crash. Then I set his house on fire.
I mean, maybe.
It's a work in progress. But yeah, okay, so Sin Eaters, I got some of that. They're dead people with ghosts inside them.
Yeah, they're like the tier of ghosts that we killed.
Mm-hmm.
They're like that and stronger, so they're also not like ghosts like you. They're like big nasty things that made a deal with the person who died to offer to come be their soul.
And
so the dead person again. Yeah, so the dead person didn't die. And the ghost got to come out of the underworld and live inside them. It's like symbiosis.
That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
Not.
I mean, it has some downsides, which is mostly that, like, they're really, really immortal, so that, like, if something would kill them, the ghost stops them from dying. Apparently, indefinitely.
Okay.
But the underworld claims some other mortal soul.
And they have to live through the other person's death also.
But you stay alive.
Yeah, it's also... I'm just
carrying all
like,
that trauma with you.
Well...
I mean, I don't know if immortality is great.
Yeah, no, it's not exactly great from this side, no.
No. So,
and the Underworld, by the way, sounds... Well, there are little dip in it. That sucked. And
it sucks, yeah.
And it was not great.
It's cool, though. I think I've got a plan for you. Just because, like, I mean, hanging around the Mysterium, they've got ghosts working for them. So, like, clearly, heading off to the Underworld isn't your only option.
Okay.
Well, and the Underworld's also just a transitional realm, right?
Not for ghosts. They stay there.
Oh.
And it appears to be pretty shitty, so...
Yeah, no, Trident's made it very clear I should not go back. Or go down. I haven't been. Other than the one little trip. So, okay. Yeah, ghost party, eat food. It's like, I haven't...
Can we give him some wine of some kind or something?
I don't know if it'll work.
They did some sort of a blood ritual. I didn't get any of the details or anything like that, but...
I mean,
I feel like I'm being a poor host. We can't really give you anything to eat, right?
I haven't had anything to eat or drink for how long?
It's been like 2 months.
Actually, probably longer, because you've been awakened for 2 months, but how long since he died?
Not much before that. It was like a week.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, I left school, went home, buried him, then awakened.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. 2 months, I have nothing. So, no, no. The ghost party sounds freaking awesome.
I wonder if that, like, we can't just do ectoplasm shaping or something for him, can we?
I mean, ectoplasm.
So I can eat my own self?
No,
Yeah.
well, or shadow sculpting or something like that.
I mean, that's not like
That's not food.
I don't.
Weird.
I'm a dabbler. You're the expert.
I can build like a shadow thing that looks like an apple, but it's not going to be an apple he can eat.
It's not going to be nourishing. Okay.
It's going to be a solidified shadow apple.
Yeah, I don't even know that.
We should probably talk to Rebecca at some point soon.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
And again, like I mentioned you, she was interested. I mean, I didn't tell her like who you were. I just said I know a ghost.
Yeah,
so.
I heard some of that when you were talking to Shanna.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, old ghost, sure. I mean, it's been you and me and the occasional weird little screaming thing. So like meeting a ghost that I can actually talk to, and apparently is not a crazed woman, man eater woman. Yeah, no, that'd be cool. I'm down for that.
They're apparently very old and have forgotten a lot of things. She thinks that talking to someone who still remembers like things before might help them.
Okay, cool. I kind of get that because I mean some of the little things are fuzzy. So I guess yeah, and I'm only 2 months old. I guess. Do I have a death day? Are we going to celebrate my death day next year? No, scratch that. Never mind. No.
Do you want to?
Yeah, we can do my birthday. That's fine.
Yeah, like maybe you could have 2 parties.
Well, that was kind of your birthday, though, when you think about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was probably strange.
No, very strange, but no, I think I'm just going to stick with our birthday. That's cool. Yeah.
So can you travel away from the anchor?
Oh, yeah, pretty easily.
Does it hurt or anything?
Sucks. It doesn't hurt. It just severely depletes for a while, and then I need to rest up. Which, by the way, that's why I'm keeping track of Gabe's essence, because you were gone for a little while. King Song, spoiled lover's ass.
Yeah.
So you could, for example, go and mess with women.
You could.
I could, but not regularly.
Yeah. No. I mean, for special occasions or something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Depending on how far he is.
Also, I wanted to up the instance on his ban, because the downside to not doing it isn't bad enough to make it as rare as it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to make it like weekly instead of monthly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he could.
Probably will. Especially, I mean, if you carry the anchor around, it's a lot easier. But, I will, I mean, I'm okay for now. But give it a little bit, and I can definitely see how this would suck, especially if Atridas wasn't around. If I was just me in all...
By yourself, yeah.
That would... Absolutely. I get the screaming, nutty ghosts, yeah.
Yeah, apparently if you aren't remembered, you tend to fade quicker.
I'm super glad you're around. Was that Craig?
I saw that whole ritual, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I had Death set up while it was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Could I recreate that?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know what the magic they were using was.
I mean, it from your perspective, it was very, very easy. You don't know where the ritual started and where it ended, but it started, as far as you saw, with her pricking her thumb and then around on a plate, and then she said, "Hey, ding, 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 let's eat."
Let's. Do you want to give it a try?
Sure.
I mean, Gabe goes, "I ain't got a finger to bleed from, so that's all on you."
I mean, I feel like there's probably more to it than just putting blood on a plate.
Right, but I saw the elements of the ritual that they were doing.
Yeah, but like what you saw was putting blood on a plate.
Well, no, there was more to it than that. Like I saw the motions that they were doing and the words that they were saying.
They weren't saying things, were they?
I recall that there was something like that.
There at the very end.
She walked around drawing circles on all the plates and then called them to eat.
Yeah.
And if you want to try it, out of character, Craig Wyrd wants to try it, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Okay. So you bebop into Songbird's kitchen, get down to plate.
Yep. But like I'm sure it's got to be more than just putting blood on a plate, right?
It was around the edge. She drew a circle of it with her cut
Yeah, well,
finger.
like was there a symbol that she drew?
Oh, circle as far as you saw.
Okay. All right. So using my will, I'm going to try and will into being some, like I've got death,
Mm-hmm.
so I should be able to see what I can do about infusing some food.
Well, remember, there was no food.
No, I know that, but there was blood.
Right.
And she turned that blood into food.
Well, the blood was still there, but yes.
Okay, yeah, so that's what
like
I'm going to...
the food appeared.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Do you want to make a roll of some kind?
Sure, what do you want to roll?
Gnosis and Death?
Sure, go for it.
Or Arcana? I don't know.
Yeah.
Or Occult, I mean.
I mean, Gnosis
okay, I'm getting the feeling that this isn't going to work no matter what I do.
Nope.
there was some kind of magic involved there that we don't have the details on.
Yeah, and out of character, Sin Eaters have a connection to the Underworld the way mages have a connection to the Supernal realm.
Okay.
So yeah, that lets them do all sorts of wacky stuff.
All right.
Right, we had the bit with the Spoiled Lover where it's like she's not here because of an awakened spell.
Right.
A different sort of spell. So
yep.
they have their own magic.
Yep. Yeah,
right.
they have some cool stuff. The stuff they can do, and this is more meta knowledge and out of character stuff. But yeah, Geist are super limited in the fact that everything they do deals with death and the Underworld, and so they can do way more stuff than mages could in that realm. But mages can also teleport. You know, so yeah, it's the same thing when you deal with like spirits. Werewolves have way more options.
I'm saying here that somebody who can cast death can bolster a soul, restore pleasure to a ghost.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that would be quicken ghost, basically.
Yeah, you can basically move them up a rank.
Oh, okay.
So you can take a rank 1.
Boost.
Yeah, you can take like a rank 1, like incoherent rage spirit, and turn it into a coherent person for a bit,
okay.
So you can talk to them,
or make Gabe
buff them up temporarily.
Yep. So yeah, lots of options.
Combo it with your ghost summon, like summon up a ghost and then
immediately buff them up. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, good ways to get along with the ghost. But yep. So okay, but yeah, no. You guys sit around and watch this Wyrd works this stuff, rings bells, tries a couple variations, and no, they definitely have something going on that is a step beyond what mages are able to do.
Yeah, well, it was worth a shot.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to Rebecca and maybe meet the other Sun Eaters and see what we can do for you.
Yeah, Rebecca and Sean, the two that you know.
And we know there are more. We just don't know them yet.
Yep. And you also know no ghost parties until this Eric guy is dealt with.
Yeah.
However that might be. So cool. But yeah, Gabe basically kind of shoots the shit with you guys for a little bit. Definitely sounds like he's like, okay, killing ghosts, kind of a little disturbing, because on his end, it sounds like, oh yeah, we committed murder, no big deal.
Yeah.
So he's a little put off by that, but understands, especially like knowing Atratus, this is not a thing she decided to do.
It wasn't something we did lightly.
Right. But is super psyched about the idea of Ghost Party, and then is like, Geist, and come back and live and be powerful and be useful. He's like, that is intriguing. But
yeah, the downside to that though is that you cease to be yourself. Like you can go do the things that will make you that sort of Geist, but then you aren't you anymore.
Yep.
Whereas there are things we can do that will anchor you here as you are now.
He's like, yeah, but that could be tiring. Yeah. So yeah, you're definitely getting first-hand view of immortality kind of might suck a little bit, at least as a ghost. So
yeah.
Gabe, and feel free to tell me to shut up, but why are you here?
No,
that doesn't. She didn't make that happen.
No, she didn't make that happen, but what am I going to
Like-
do? Die and just leave her?
Okay. So you stuck around for her.
I mean, duh.
So you're
That's
here
fair
while
enough.
I'm here?
While you're here, or till you get, I don't know, head out of the book? Settle yourself? Not like,
Yeah.
not settle down, screw that, but
We have
like-
kind of just gone straight into some weird and dangerous nonsense.
you,
I can
you
certainly tell you her head has been very out of the book for the last 3 days.
No,
Well,
I spent
not-
like a
not-
whole day in a library.
Well, half a day in the library. But you've also been out there meeting people and doing new things and sharing new
and
experiences.
going to the Underworld. This is why I have to stay around. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I get it. She's Occultist the mage. But, I mean, she's still my sister who literally almost walked in front of a bus reading a book. I'm just saying.
But Gabe, like, let me tell you, she is Occultist the maid. She pasted that ghost. Pasted it. It was helpless against us, and she just smacked it around like it was like a wet towel.
Sure, that's great against ghosts.
I don't know. I think you might be selling her a little bit short. Not that I'm sure she
Maybe.
loves to have you around, but
We've
I
also
think
got like
she's-
werewolves and vampires and
yeah. I think she's a little stronger than you might give her credit for.
I'll give you that. When she kicks a vampire's ass, maybe I might be done.
Oh, I'm
That's
not
fair.
trying to suggest you leave. I'm just saying, like, maybe she's not as frail and helpless as you might think.
Oh no, she's far from frail and helpless. Just
Hmm.
like, I mean, if I can be here and back her up and set things on fire, and what's the other thing?
he's
something
got
else
possession.
and telekinesis, right? Yep.
He can throw
Yeah.
things.
So like, yeah, no, yeah, if I can be useful, and you know, I'll be honest, like, the most we've ever been away from each other is minimal. You know, high school, elementary school, went to the same college, so I mean, different departments and stuff, but we saw each other every day, and then the fire, and like, screw that getting in the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I woke up next to that, you know, pointing at her necklace.
And then, I mean, eventually I noticed.
That took a bit.
It was rough.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
dealing
I
with some
wasn't-
shit.
And I wasn't exactly sure what the hell happened. You're moping around and whining and not looking great, and I'm very confused why you're not talking to me. And yeah, no, that what, 2 weeks kind of sucked.
Wasn't
So
nice.
So that was your awakening.
My fault.
His fault.
I've recently come to understand that no, you woke yourself up, Travis. That's
No.
how it works. No, that's how it works.
No, earlier he specifically said he's like other things can nudge it.
they can push you towards it, but it's your
It's
soul.
where-
No,
It's
the
where your soul was
magic
gonna go
was
anyway.
always there. It needed a
Mhm.
nudge to get it there,
Right.
Sure.
and in my case, it was
him dying.
your brother dying.
Which, out of character, because I just have to mention this, the Atreides Ash brought up the concept of twins way back when, and I thought it was brilliant in the fact that Gabe, if Gabe had stayed alive, would have been a necromancer too, and would have been a matter mage.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
Like-
he's an engineer. Oh my god, it's
had
brilliant. I
things
love
gone
it.
slightly differently, and he had been the one who got the nudge, but they didn't, and it was
Yep.
me.
Very, very interesting concept. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, and yeah, like I said, Gabe, you know, chats with you, and yeah, it definitely, yeah, no, he's around because he's got to keep an eye on his sister, kid
Cool.
sister.
All right.
And-
So let's do tattoo designs.
Yes.
Yeah. And so Gabe is like, "Oh yeah, hang on," and like, you know, gets down and like looks at the stuff, and he's like, "Man, all this stuff looks like gibberish." You guys are going
I mean,
through.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's
Yep.
mage words.
runes, symbols. Now, real quick, just for my knowledge, because we'll probably have you guys tattooed next session, or potentially the next one, depending on what we do with Chris and John. What spell are you guys creating a rune for?
Grievous harm. So it'll be a fate and fray rune.
That is gnarly. Yeah, let's see here. Let's see here. Where's our time? Wait, is that the one I keep thinking of?
Fate and fray.
Grievous harm?
Yep. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. Grave misfortune. Sorry.
Okay, there we go. I'm like, hang on. Like, this is alphabetical. I should be able to find
Fate
this.
3.
Yeah, that is the one that, for those of you who remember last time when we kicked a ghost's ass, makes things take extra damage for a number of rolls equal to the potency. So, yeah, so that'll be really cool. So you have a very easy +2 just kind of sitting wherever you tattoo it.
Yep.
And the one thing I will mention, and this is also for those at home, runes technically have to be involved in the spell cast, which is a super open thing. I made the
So I wanted mine on my hands for like hand gestures.
Right, which I think is really cool. And I made the joke to Craig that, like, yes, you could put it on your left butt cheek. How you're going to involve your left butt cheek in the casting of Grave Misfortune.
That's easy. I'd moon the target.
Right. But probably, play fair, guys. This is, if you want to be playing a min-maxy game where you hide your tattoos to give you superpowers, go play D&D. This is it's more about the role play and should have meaningful thing. I was actually talking to John, and it was really funny because Songbird and Atreides and Mammon have all expressed interest in tattoos previously, and then Wyrd kind of jumped in, like, all separately, and then now Wyrd's like, oh yeah, I'll get a tattoo. Mammon was talking about doing, like, a third eye tattoo to bring up for, like, mage, stuff. He's like, why doesn't that count as a path tool? I was like, because it's a rune. It's a tattoo. It's even cooler than that. It gives you a +2 instead of a +1. So, cool. And then, Ash, what were you trying to design?
I wanted to do one for, I was looking at some matter spells. One for machine invisibility.
Yes. That's such
so
a
it
good
is matter
spell.
and veiling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and it's a matter and veiling, and then, of course, whatever makes it that specific.
But yeah, because I'm assuming there are other things with that same.
Yep. But for those of you at home, matter. Actually, have we cast machine invisibility?
We haven't.
No, that was in the one shot.
Chance.
That was in the one shot.
It's a really good spell, and I want to have it.
Machine invisibility plus incognito presence means nobody sees the bait.
No one sees you or remembers you.
Yep. Yeah, because machine invisibility basically makes you the mage blinds the eyes and ears of inert matter. Cameras refuse to see her, microphones refuse to hear her voice, and so on. Supernatural things, such as remote viewing artifacts or perhaps a ghost-haunted camera, provoke clash of wills, and then you can put the reach into it so you're invisible to unliving constructs such as zombies and golems.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's really good. And then incognito presence doesn't make you invisible, but it makes it so that people don't really see you.
They don't recognize you. And so combine those two together and you're done. Invisibility by forces, though. Well, I just cannot
bend
see
light
me
and go invisible.
Yep. And so I can bump into people. Incognito presence means I bump into a person, they immediately
don't remember.
Yep. But it doesn't work on cameras.
What in the world can that be? And they completely forget about you as soon as they look away, right? Like that.
Yep.
It's like they'll see a person there, and then just you don't stick in their mind.
Yep. The two references I've seen is obviously the Matrix reference of, all the people streaming by, oh, the red woman, you were paying attention to her, thing.
Yeah,
or if you've read it, The Wheel of Time Gray Men. There you go. Huh?
I have not.
Oh, they're terrific. They're evil people who've given their souls up to the Dark One, and then people ignore them. Not sure was that worth it? They're assassins. But anyways, so cool. And I think that actually just about wraps us up. So yeah, if you guys want to, Yep. So if you guys want to make little notes to the side of that you have those designs, like I said, next time we play with you guys, I'm sure you'll get tattooed up and you'll bond with Shanna and stuff like that. But until that actually happens, just in case John and Chris come back and they whirlwind thing, and all of a sudden you guys are fighting vampires in the middle of the Songbird's penthouse or something like that, we don't actually have those tattoos available just yet. So just to keep track, because I am just a one lone storyteller. So cool. Unless you guys have any last passing things, Craig, you always do this to me. One more thing.
Nope,
we're good. All right. Thanks, guys. We will see you next week for the John and Chris adventure, or maybe the whole Cabal. We'll figure it out. And until then, have a nice night.
And stay lucky.
See you guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching episode 12 of Occultists Anonymous. Thanks for sticking through, as always. I'll give you the normal spiel in a second, but I gotta ask, guys, if you got some crazy magic tattoo to help cast spells, what spell would you get tattooed on yourself, out of curiosity? Anyways, feel free to like, subscribe, comment down below. That kind of stuff always makes us really excited. It's always really cool to see those numbers go up and to see your comments. It's cool to have a community. We like it. If you want to really get involved, you can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/occultista. There's our Discord chat, link down below as well, so you can come in, hang out with us, chat live, help me, be distracted from my work day job. And then, of course, if you want to support us monetarily, we do have a Patreon where you can be a patron and support us like Ryan, Claire, and Samuel do. Every little dollar goes to me paying the players, which is kind of cool, a little bit, but whatever. And then also putting some money towards equipment and stuff like that to make it just a little bit better, make it sound better, that kind of thing. So all your support, no matter whether it's monetarily or not, is greatly appreciated. See you next week.